Welcome back. Today we're running through 50 exam-style CSCS questions to help you pass on your first attempt. These cover the key knowledge from the Level 1 Health and Safety in a Construction Environment qualification and the CITB Health, Safety and Environment test. If you want full guided revision or the complete Level 1 course, the links are in the description. Let's get straight into question 1. When climbing a ladder, why must 3 points of contact be maintained at all times? A. To prevent strain injuries to the arms. B. To maximize stability. C. To avoid damaging the ladder rungs. D. To increase climbing speed. The correct answer is B. To maximize stability. Question 2. Why must excavations be inspected by a competent person before work begins? A. To ensure the sides are stable and safe for entry. B. To check if workers have the correct PPE. C. To confirm the job is progressing on schedule. D. To record ground conditions for future projects. The correct answer is A. To ensure the sides are stable and safe for entry. Question 3. What is the greatest danger when working beneath suspended loads? A. Tools may get damaged. B. The load may sway in the wind. C. The lifting equipment may overheat. D. The load could fall and cause fatal injuries. The correct answer is D. The load could fall and cause fatal injuries. Question 4. Why must site workers use designated walkways rather than taking shortcuts? A. To stay out of high-risk zones. B. To avoid distracting machine operators. C. To prevent slowing down vehicle movements. D. To ensure consistent foot traffic flow. The correct answer is A. To stay out of high-risk zones. Question 5. What is the primary danger of confined spaces on construction sites? A. Reduced visibility. B. High noise levels. C. Poor footing. D. Hazardous atmospheres such as lack of oxygen or toxic gases. The correct answer is D. Hazardous atmospheres such as lack of oxygen or toxic gases. Question 6. Why must heavy loads be secured during transportation around site? A. To avoid damaging vehicle tires. B. To reduce noise caused by movement. C. To make unloading faster. D. To prevent the load from becoming unstable. The correct answer is D. To prevent the load from becoming unstable. Question 7. Why should damaged electrical tools be removed from service immediately? A. They pose a significant risk of electric shock or fire. B. They may void the site's insurance. C. They can slow down the operator. D. They require extra cleaning after use. The correct answer is A. They pose a significant risk of electric shock or fire. Question 8. What is the purpose of toolbox talks on site? A. To discuss wages for the week. B. To remind workers of specific hazards and control measures. C. To brief visitors on project progress. D. To train new supervisors. The correct answer is B. To remind workers of specific hazards and control measures. Question 9. Why must flammable liquids be stored in a designated fire-resistant cabinet? A. To keep them at a stable temperature. B. To make them easier to find. C. To reduce fire risk and prevent ignition sources from reaching them. D. To prevent the smell from affecting workers. The correct answer is C. To reduce fire risk and prevent ignition sources from reaching them. Question 10. Why is face protection essential when using abrasive wheels? A. High-speed particles can be ejected and cause serious injury. B. It improves visibility in low-light areas. C. It helps reduce fatigue. D. It keeps dust from collecting on clothing. The correct answer is A. High-speed particles can be ejected and cause serious injury. That's 10 questions down. If you're finding studying on your own difficult, my CSCS step-by-step guided revision course is designed to give you structure and confidence for the real test. Thousands of learners prefer guided study. The link's in the description if you'd like to check it out. Alright, let's continue with the next question. Question 11. Why must workers sign the site induction register? A. To confirm they understand site rules and emergency procedures. B. To prove they arrived on site early. C. To confirm HR has updated payroll. D. To allocate daily tasks. The correct answer is A. To confirm they understand site rules and emergency procedures. Question 12. Why is a permit required before working on live electrical systems? A. To reduce delays. B. To allow untrained staff to assist. C. To confirm the power supply is isolated. D. To avoid using insulated tools. The correct answer is C. To confirm the power supply is isolated. Question 13. Why must workers avoid standing on the top rung of a ladder? A. It makes the ladder less visible to others. B. It significantly increases the risk of losing balance. C. It slows down the task. D. It causes additional wear on the ladder. The correct answer is B. It significantly increases the risk of losing balance. Question 14. What is the purpose of a site traffic management plan? A. To identify high-risk areas where vehicles and pedestrians interact. B. To schedule breaks for drivers. C. To manage overtime for plant operators. D. To record delivery times. The correct answer is A. To identify high-risk areas where vehicles and pedestrians interact. Question 15. Why should chemical containers never be decanted into unlabeled bottles? A. The bottle may not be recyclable. B. The liquid may lose strength. C. It creates a severe risk of accidental misuse or exposure. D. The color may fade over time. The correct answer is C. It creates a severe risk of accidental misuse or exposure. Question 16. What is the main risk when lifting loads manually with a twisting motion? A. Reduced grip strength. B. Increased heart rate. C. Short-term fatigue. D. Severe injury to the spine or lower back. The correct answer is D. Severe injury to the spine or lower back. Question 17. Why must excavations be protected with barriers or edge protection? A. To indicate where the spoil heap should be placed. B. To prevent people or plant from falling into the excavation. C. To keep the excavation stable. D. To reduce noise escape. The correct answer is B. To prevent people or plant from falling into the excavation. Question 18. What is the primary purpose of HAVS monitoring? A. To identify workers at risk before symptoms become permanent. B. To track productivity of power tool use. C. To reduce equipment theft. D. To monitor weather conditions. The correct answer is A. To identify workers at risk before symptoms become permanent. Question 19. Why must workers avoid blocking fire escape routes? A. To reduce clutter on site. B. To make inspections go smoothly. C. To ensure a safe and fast evacuation during an emergency. D. To prevent damage to stored materials. The correct answer is C. To ensure a safe and fast evacuation during an emergency. Question 20. Why must materials stored at height be secured? A. To protect them from rain. B. To make inventory easier. C. To prevent them from falling and striking people below. D. To keep them in alphabetical order. The correct answer is C. To prevent them from falling and striking people below. Question 21. Why must workers check RPE fits tightly around the face? A. To ensure effective protection from airborne contaminants. B. To make breathing easier whilst wearing the mask. C. To keep the mask clean. D. To reduce talking during work. The correct answer is A. To ensure effective protection from airborne contaminants. Question 22. Why is it dangerous to stack bricks or blocks too high? A. It creates trip hazards. B. The stacks may become unstable and collapse. C. It slows down loading operations. D. It makes materials harder to count. The correct answer is B. The stacks may become unstable and collapse. Question 23. Why must the swing radius of cranes be clearly marked and controlled? A. To reduce fuel consumption. B. To prevent all workers entering a zone where they could be struck. C. To help signalers avoid injury. D. To avoid interfering with scaffolding. The correct answer is B. To prevent all workers entering a zone where they could be struck. Question 24. Why must lock-off devices be used when repairing electrical equipment? A. To remind workers to fill out paperwork. B. To prevent unauthorized re-energizing of the system. C. To mark who owns the equipment. D. To reduce cable length. The correct answer is B. To prevent unauthorized re-energizing of the system. Question 25. Why is it important to use the correct disc type on an angle grinder? A. To match the tool's speed rating and avoid disc failure. B. To reduce vibration when cutting. C. To protect the tool from dust. D. To improve the color of the sparks. The correct answer is A. To match the tool's speed rating and avoid disc failure. Question 26. Why must workers avoid handling sharp materials without gloves? A. To reduce sweating. B. To avoid leaving fingerprints. C. To prevent cuts, punctures, and infection. D. To prevent their hands from wearing out. The correct answer is C. To prevent cuts, punctures, and infection. Question 27. What is the main hazard of using pneumatic tools at high pressure? A. Low noise levels. B. The tool may become too cold to hold. C. The hose may burst, causing whipping or flying debris. D. It uses more air than required. The correct answer is C. The hose may burst, causing whipping or flying debris. Question 28. Why must temporary lighting cables be suspended overhead on site? A. To keep the area looking tidy. B. To prevent workers unplugging them. C. To avoid trip hazards and prevent damage to cables. D. To improve power efficiency. The correct answer is C. To avoid trip hazards and prevent damage to cables. Question 29. Why must workers avoid wearing loose clothing around rotating machinery? A. It is less comfortable. B. Loose clothing can get caught. C. It increases wind resistance. D. It reduces visibility. The correct answer is B. Loose clothing can get caught. Question 30. Why must plant operators complete daily pre-use checks? A. To reduce operator fatigue. B. To learn how the machine works. C. To comply with environmental legislation. D. To ensure the machine is safe and detect defects early. The correct answer is D. To ensure the machine is safe and detect defects early. Question 31. Why should propane cylinders be stored upright? A. To ensure the pressure relief valve functions correctly. B. To keep the labels visible. C. To prevent paint from scratching. D. To reduce gas leaks. The correct answer is A. To ensure the pressure relief valve functions correctly. Question 32. Why must scaffold access ladders be tied securely to the structure? A. To make climbing more comfortable. B. To prevent the ladder from slipping or falling. C. To help with material lifting. D. To mark the scaffold as complete. The correct answer is B. To prevent the ladder from slipping or falling. Question 33. Why is it important to cordon off areas where overhead work is taking place? A. To notify neighbors. B. To improve lighting. C. To reduce dust levels. D. To prevent pedestrians from passing underneath and being struck. The correct answer is D. To prevent pedestrians from passing underneath and being struck. Question 34. Why must emergency stop buttons on machinery remain unobstructed? A. To ensure they can be accessed instantly in an emergency. B. To avoid accidental use. C. To improve machine appearance. D. To keep workers alert. The correct answer is A. To ensure they can be accessed instantly in an emergency. Question 35. Why should all hot works equipment be inspected before use? A. To verify the ignition source is working efficiently. B. To ensure safety components are functioning and reduce fire risk. C. To check the color of the flame. D. To record vibrating tool usage hours. The correct answer is B. To ensure safety components are functioning and reduce fire risk. Question 36. Why must workers avoid standing directly behind reversing vehicles? A. To prevent mud splash. B. To reduce stress on drivers. C. Because the rear blind spot is the largest area the driver cannot see. D. Because reversing alarms may be loud. The correct answer is C. Because the rear blind spot is the largest area the driver cannot see. Question 37. Why must MEWPs be positioned on firm, level ground before use? A. To increase travel speed. B. To improve traction when moving. C. To reduce fuel consumption. D. To ensure the platform remains stable and prevents overturning. The correct answer is D, to ensure the platform remains stable and prevents overturning. Question 38. Why is regular housekeeping essential on construction sites? A, to reduce slips, trips, fire risks, and obstructions. B, to help locate tools quickly. C, to maintain a professional appearance. D, to protect equipment from rain. The correct answer is A, to reduce slips, trips, fire risks, and obstructions. Question 39. Why must workers avoid using a damaged scaffold board? A, it may be the wrong size. B, the damaged board can snap under load. C, it makes walking uncomfortable. D, it may be difficult to paint. The correct answer is B, the damaged board can snap under load. Question 40. Why must safety goggles be worn when using compressed air to clean surfaces? A, to reduce fatigue. B, to help see small particles. C, to protect eyes from high-velocity debris. D, to prevent fogging. The correct answer is C, to protect eyes from high-velocity debris. Question 41. Why must hazardous waste be segregated from general waste on site? A, to reduce collection costs. B, because mixing wastes can create dangerous chemical reactions. C, to keep bins organized for collection. D, to avoid littering. The correct answer is B, because mixing wastes can create dangerous chemical reactions. Question 42. Why must guards be fitted on belt-driven machinery? A, to reduce noise levels. B, to improve belt lubrication. C, to prevent the machine overheating and catching fire. D, to protect workers from entanglement. The correct answer is D, to protect workers from entanglement. Question 43. Why must workers keep clear of the counterweight arc of a tracked excavator? A, it reduces operator stress. B, it helps visibility for the operator. C, it keeps fume exposure down. D, the counterweight can swing and strike workers unexpectedly. The correct answer is D, the counterweight can swing and strike workers unexpectedly. Question 44. Why must first aid kits be clearly marked and accessible? A, to ensure rapid response to injuries and reduce severity. B, to match industry color schemes. C, to track stock rotation. D, to monitor attendance. The correct answer is A, to ensure rapid response to injuries and reduce severity. Question 45. Why is it important to inspect lifting slings for cuts or heat damage before use? A, to verify the color coding. B, to make lifting quieter. C, to avoid damaging the load. D, to ensure the sling won't fail. The correct answer is D, to ensure the sling won't fail. Question 46. Why must workers avoid overfilling fuel containers? A, to keep the container lightweight. B, to reduce fumes. C, to avoid wasting fuel. D, to prevent spills that could ignite. The correct answer is D, to prevent spills that could ignite. Question 47. Why must insulation panels be cut in a well-ventilated area? A, to improve accuracy. B, to reduce noise levels. C, to avoid static electricity. D, to prevent dust buildup and inhalation risks. The correct answer is D, to prevent dust buildup and inhalation risks. Question 48. Why must plant operators communicate with banksmen using agreed hand signals? A, to reduce paperwork. B, to ensure the operator gets regular breaks. C, to improve site morale. D, to avoid confusion caused by inconsistent signals. The correct answer is D, to avoid confusion caused by inconsistent signals. Question 49. Why must trip hazards be removed immediately on a construction site? A, to reduce clutter only. B, to comply with environmental rules. C, to reduce risk of injury. D, to make supervision easier. The correct answer is C, to reduce risk of injury. Question 50. Why must workers maintain good manual handling posture? A, to look professional. B, to reduce fatigue. C, to prevent musculoskeletal injuries. D, to match industry standards. The correct answer is C, to prevent musculoskeletal injuries. Nice work! You've just completed 50 CSCS questions. If you want to keep improving, watch the next mock test in the playlist. And if you're someone who needs more structure or direction when studying, my CSCS guided revision course will walk you through every topic step by step. Best of luck!